Check. Hope everyone's well. Match day 11 against FC Linfort. We played away. So during the warm-up, I didn't feel the same pep in my step that I usually do. I was feeling a bit slow, a bit sluggish, and a bit heavy. This is my first game back after 2 weeks. I got injured against SV Budberg. Waited a week, missed the game against my old club, then played against Niederwenig, but that was too early, so I had to take 2 weeks off. So rather than only miss what would have been 2 weeks, I ended up missing 3. The team pushed me to play. Everyone was like, "We need you to play," and I wanted to, but it was still too early. So coming into this game, I knew that I was going to have to push myself physically and mentally just to stay locked in the whole time. So during the warm-up, I didn't feel the same pep in my step that I usually do. But the ball was moving well. The touches felt clean. It was windy and cold. And you know that sometimes the wind can throw off the momentum of a warm-up or even a training session just because the ball isn't running on the ground the same way, or especially in the air. I got the warm-up. The possession was pretty mid. The finishing was on my side. The finishing went well. I decided to work on striking the ball off the left side, second post, bottom corner. At the start of the game, we had the ball a good amount for the first half. We started with the ball, and I think that we moved the ball really well. We looked confident. I think we felt confident, and we did a lot of mental prep coming into this game. From the coach, from our captain. I gave a presentation to the team the week prior as well. So stepping into the game, we were confident. We moved the ball well, and we were able to find the back of the net that's at the 7th minute. So that's, after having gone on a 4+ game losing streak, scoring first, especially extremely early on, is the type of response, energy, momentum that you want and need. We ended the half 1-0. Felt confident. I think everyone was looking forward to the next half, but I could see on the faces of my teammates, I could see some of them were drained, and I knew the second half was going to be bumpy. We opened up the half 51st minute scoring. Then as time went on, some lapse of focus and just a little lack of experience we have a very young team. So I think a lack of experience is what caused them to come back, basically. So the game ended 2-2. They scored in the 67th and the 91st. The striker had a very good performance. Honestly, I feel that had I made a different decision in both of the goals, I would have been able to prevent them. The same way striker feels he should have scored that as a center back in those positions, I feel like there's more I could have done. And I really do think that I believe that I could have made a better choice. So that's a difficult one for me to take. But overall, it was a very good performance for myself. The first goal they had, striker, he dropped in, ball came to his feet, laid it off, spun out, and then pretty much was inside for the sweaty goal. And the second goal they scored was off a throw-in. They're playing with the ball on the right side of the 18, just outside the 18, and I don't know if our left back was sleeping or what was going on, but their winger was able to drive inside and then play the ball across the box. So the reason I feel like I could have done something differently in both of those situations is we had talked about it at training, and the gaffer specifically said that he doesn't care if the striker drops in. He wants me to drop back because at the moment I'm the defensive pillar of the team. So from my perspective, I basically did the opposite of what we trained, and it's difficult because, in the heat of the moment, you make the decision you think is best. And I felt that I judged it that he was going to take a touch and try to turn. I chose wrong. They scored. The second goal, rather than cut off the first post, so stay close, stay more tucked in and closer to the end line, I chose to try to anticipate that ball back across, which is the high percentage option. You drive the ball down the line towards the goal, you get to the end line, and you cut the ball back. That's high percentage option. So I opted for that, and because of that, there was a gap that he was able to slip the ball in, and that the winger was able to slip the ball in, and the striker just was pretty much it. He's in the right place at the right time, so props and respect to him. But he was pretty much able to just slot it in. So definitely a tough one to take, especially being 2-0 up. Massive learning experience for the boys, myself as well. There are a lot of positives though, so definitely things we can take away. Although, at some point you get tired of, oh, there's a lot of positives. You get tired of, we didn't get what we wanted, and I think that mindset can also be, I think that is also not the greatest mindset. I think sometimes you have to accept a loss. You have to be able to accept a loss. So we'll see. I mean, again, 4+ games losing, it's a point. It's nothing crazy, but it is a point. So we lick our wounds and we go for next week. We plan and we prepare for the next week. Picked up a Charlie horse in game. On the same leg I picked up one in training. Right ankle got completely obliterated. And took another ball to the face. So I'm also quite sure my septum is deviated, and I will need to get that fixed. So at this point, I'm pretty much just going in to every header, 50-50 challenge free of charge, because I'm like, well, if it gets fucked up, oh. Trying to keep it PG. If it gets messed up again, then all the more reason to get it fixed. So this is much longer than I expected and anticipated, but hope you guys are well. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Much love. And yeah, so I built my, that's a talk for another time, but I'm creating a system that's going to allow me to do this more often. So appreciate you guys.